The sandwich is practically an American institution. It is a basic essential for lunch boxes, parties, and picnics. As far as these boys are concerned, well, hamburgers and hot dogs are their idea of a really good meal. Really good meal.
Tom and Jerry was my favorite cartoon. The Smurfs, the Street Frogs, I like them too. Different strokes, what's happening? Silver spoon, try to play me, I'ma show up to your
Stereotypically and from the outside point of view of non-New Yorkers, hot dogs and pizza are what people think of when they think of New York City food. But you know what's coming next, of course. We can't forget the classic bacon, egg, and cheese and chopped cheese sandwich that's often located inside the immense amount of delis and bodegas. And as much as one can get tired of the same stereotypes, what's done is done. But let it be known, just as much as New York City is known for those things, it is also known for its vast diversity, a home and eyes to many cultures.
Oh, chef. Hey, my name is Naheem Chowdhury. I'm the chef at Leroy's here in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Thank you for having me. Now can I take your order?
Why your chords be so mellow, but I stay cool like Jello, even though I'm upset. They talk about
My family's from Bangladesh. Over here we cook an American fusion, so it's a little bit of everything from every culture. I worked retail for 9 years, and eventually I got sick and tired of it. One day I got fired, and I was like, okay, this is what's really gonna help me pull the trigger to work professionally. So when I started off as a dishwasher. I didn't work my way up. It wasn't until I started working with these folks right here, the owners at Leroy's, that I got my kitchen confidence. So I was still brand new into the game, but when I started working with them, they helped me become the person that I am now. This plancha is scorching hot. When I first started working here, this is crazy to me, but my arm hair started singeing off. But eventually, as I got used to it, I guess it stopped. Yeah. So I have 3 other line cooks. So when service starts, we'll pretty much go through everything together, right? We'll game plan for the day, for prepping, everything else, and then after that, I'll expedite. So I'll call the tickets, they'll start cooking, all that stuff, and then if it gets busy, that's when I jump in and we do all that stuff. I had to pretty much train everybody, hire at the same time, train at the same time, and eventually it got to the point where I was able to take a second day off. During busy days, sometimes you just have to take a step back, take a moment, pause, breathe, and then, execute. So anything that comes out the fryer, you always want to season. Once it gets a nice consistency, this is the consistency you're looking for, and just boom. Nice healthy portion of fries. We don't skimp out on fries over here. Well, there's a system, right? So everybody needs to follow a system. If there's no system, then everything falls apart. So what I do is I'll print out a list, a checklist. We'll go through everything, morning, nighttime. Well, food, there's just, the world of food is just so broad, right? There's so many things to explore, so many different flavors, but also there's a lot of people don't realize that some cultures are very similar as well in terms of cuisine, right? So it's just really, just try a little, When I started off cooking, as a line cook, I didn't really try a lot. But as I started working, tasting the things that I cook and all that stuff, that's when I started really trying to expand my palate. you know. And as a cook, you need to understand these flavors. You guys hungry? Yeah?
We decided to explore some establishments that don't only serve meals, but share meals within their culture and extend representation.
Es comida mexicana y tenemos 2 semanas que empezamos a dirigir el negocio. Mi nombre es Laura Gil, tengo 41 años. Nací en el país México, nací en Guajuapan de León, Oaxaca. O sea, mi esposo es salvadoreño y estamos muy, muy orgullosos de nuestras raíces. Es nuestro primer negocio como matrimonio. Mi esposo y yo tenemos la credencial para estar autorizados. Hicimos nuestros ahorros, ayuda de familiares también, mi suegra, mis cuñados, que ellos son los que nos apoyaron tanto como económicamente y moralmente y físicamente. Desde que era pequeñita, mi mamá nos enseñaba a cocinar, a mí y a mis hermanas, y pues traté de poner en práctica lo que ella me enseñó. Es importante porque también pues ellos viajan y pueden también hacer como como una degustación, como una probadita, que si ellos quieren ir, por ejemplo, a México, ellos ya van sabiendo qué es lo que pueden comer allá, más o menos qué ingredientes son los que se usan. Porque aquí hay mucho de que son alérgicos a alguna cosa o que no pueden comer alguna cosa u otra cosa. Entonces ya nosotros por eso tratamos de en el menú poner los ingredientes para que ellos digan, no, hay mucha gente que no come la crema y en la comida mexicana se usa mucho el sour cream, queso. Lo que yo siento que es bueno para ellos que prueben un poquito antes de ir para allá, a lo mero mero. Pues más que nada que se atrevan a probar, bueno, o sea, siempre y cuando no sea en contra de su salud. Pero si, por ejemplo, ellos pueden probar, que se atrevan a probar, es bueno. Nosotros también aquí hemos probado comida de otros países, ya sea china, japonesa, comida así de Egipto, tanto así, de Perú. Y todo, el carrito lo queremos ya como que es nuestro cuarto bebé.
My parents own Thank You Come Again in the Decal Market. They've been in the industry since the 80s, but they opened up here in 2018, I believe. Hi, my name is Sage. I'm from New York City, which is also known as Lenape Land, and I represent Thank You Come Again and Baby's Buns and Buckets in the Decal Market Hall. For years, me and my sisters, we helped with the design and the development of like the interior spaces. Me and my sisters, we actually own Baby's Buns and Buckets, just like right across in the food hall. Parents are immigrants, so they have that mentality of just trying to reel us in and have us help and do all the work, as much work as we can help support them in is what they're expecting. So we spent a lot of years doing that. And it's nice because I feel like in New York City there's like a ton of opportunities, and as immigrants it's kind of one of the main things that you have. You can really build so much for yourself on your own and rely on your community. So what makes our business like very unique is that our mother was one of like the pioneers of bringing Thai food to New York City, and it's just because like people just didn't know the food before. In the 80s, Thai food was exotic, and now like I'd say a majority of people know what it is, know what to expect, know what to order, have had it before. But it's really cool because there was a time when she was like one of the only ones in the tri-state area, and then she knew all the other restaurateurs of the time. So I think that's what makes it really special for us. And like we use also at Baby's Buns and Buckets, we use her recipes. If you can, love a type of cuisine, I feel like you can get closer to like loving the people from there. And New York City is such a melting pot of all diverse people and perspectives.
I ain't gonna lie to you, the first time I tried jollof rice was Accra. Yeah, in Harlem. And then I'm like, damn, that shit is rivaling the rice and peas from my nation. You know, my family's from Grenada. I'm from Grenada. My dad from Jamaica. So I've been growing up on Caribbean, Jamaican food, island food all my life. But it's like the same. It's just the way they prepare it is different. But it's basically the same thing. But once I taste that jollof rice, I was like, wow, this is something. Like my friends, like they Caribbean based, and I've been telling them like, yo, bro, I be eating jollof rice. They like, bro, get out of here with that African shit. I'm like, bro, that African shit is just you not being experienced to different things. You feel me? Like once you eat it, like I even have a homeboy who ate it. He like, nah, bro, this is different. I'm like, see? So now, when you around an African restaurant or something, you might more eager to try it because you had it before, and not just be blinded by, oh no, I'm not gonna eat that. Like me, I ain't gonna lie, I like all different types of food. Man. So, like always try to be, you know, open-minded. I would say, like, you know, keep up the good work. Like, there's always positive energy when I come in here. They don't be frowning and all that. They always smile. How you doing? You know, just keep that food on point. You know what I mean? Keep the jollof rice bubbling. And, you know, just stay smiling and, you know, things will work out.
Now, regardless within the cultural food businesses we covered and interviewed, whether it's the same cultural foods or not, each business has their own uniqueness they bring. It's already evident, or it should be evident, to the masses that New York City is more than just its delis and bodegas. And if it isn't, what's the point of you watching this doc? Seriously, you need to stop all the way and expand your palate if you haven't already, and support your cultural businesses, small and all.
In New York City. Like, it's New York City, baby. So, like, if you're not getting down with the get down, like, you just lost. You gotta try other things, you feel me? Because really and truly, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna meet a Mexican, an African. It don't hurt to extend your palate, you know? Try different things, you learn different things. Because every time I try new food, it's like a history lesson.